Everyone, want to talk now about creating a plan of care for a DD waiver. So Ida example now has the DD waiver. She used to be CC plus, but now she's DD. Excuse me. And we can move our screen down, and you'll see that first portal for CCC plus waiver doesn't have any authorizations in it because she's not a CCC plus waiver individual. Move it down to the second portal, authorizations, DD waiver. So we see currently she has attendant authorization that began 8/1/2018, and it's active, and she has 70 hours per week. There is no end date here because their end date's always the same. DD waivers always follow the ISP years. So this individual's ISP year is 8/1/2018 to 7/31/2019. So their authorizations are always going to end on their end date unless they're discharged or transfer, and that's something all in its own. The beginning date is not always the beginning date. The individual could have come to us 6 months into their plan. So the beginning date for that authorization will vary, usually not, but will vary, and the end date will stay the same as their ISP year. So let's go create one. So we're going to go up to general schedule. The plan of care for a DD waiver is not the same as a CCC plus waiver. So sorry, this cold, I just can't seem to hack. The older I get, the worse it is. So the plan of care for a DD waiver comprises of the general schedule and the Part 5. So you need these two things in order for a plan of care to happen and to be able to submit to DBHDS through WHAMS. That's what we're looking for. Jennifer will go over everything on the Part 5 that she wants and needs you to do, but we're going to talk about creating that basic general schedule. So we're going to hit general schedule. And here's Miss Ida example. And just as before on the CCC plus waiver, if you had lots of these here, you could just click it and it would pop over to the right one. And the screen is still jumping around. I'm working on that, so bear with me with this. So let's go ahead and, let's look at this one. So we put in here what her current authorization is. It began on 8/1/2018 for 70 hours a week. So in order just to get good dates in there for you, that's what we've done. We've just put a 70 here so you know she has 70 per week. But now we need to create a real general schedule. So we're going to hit the plus sign, and this is going to be for attendant hours. And it populated back over to the wrong one. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to hit attendant 723 because that's the one we just created. It's automatically going to mark it ready to submit for you, so you don't have to remember to do that. The aid schedule is 3 to 7:30 and Saturday and Sunday and 10 until 1. Well, let's change that. Let's make that a little different because that's a typical CCC plus one. Let's say that this one is Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to, 8. What is that? That's 10 hours a day, so that brings us to 70. Okay, that's pretty good. So all of these little boxes, the blue box is of importance, but it's not important in the way you put it in. So some people like to put time as 6:00 to 3:00. Some people just like to put 6-3. However you feel comfortable getting it in here, that's what you can do. The yellow box, that's what's important because that's what everything's calculated off of. So let's say that they have a morning schedule. What did we say? 10 o'clock. Yeah. So let's say 10 until 12. And that is 2 hours. We'll go over to the afternoon, and the 8 is there from 12 until 5. And that is 5 hours. And then the evening is from 5 until 11. Let's say they're 5 to 8 is what we have on our attendance schedule, and that is 3 hours. And hopefully, if I did my math right, yep, there we have 70 hours. You come down and you capture a signature, and their general schedule is done. Now, to see what that looks like, we can hit View General Schedule, and you'll see that Monday morning, 10 until 12, they have assistance with ADLs and IADLs for 2 hours, and so forth. And it comes down to 70 hours a week, and you would see the signatures there. Up here, you'll see that attendant is populated, so we're good to go. So we're going to come back. Now let's pretend like we want a general schedule for companion hours. So I'm going to hit the plus sign. I'm going to come down to companion. And again, this is populated. This may be, I have no idea, but let's say out of those 70 hours on Saturday and Sunday, they were going to be for companions. So let's come back over here and we're going to make sure that companions populated over here, so we're working for it. So let's say on Saturday afternoon from 12 until 5, those 5 hours are companion. And the same for Sunday. They're not attendant hours. And that gives us 10 hours a week for companion care. So someone may have a schedule like this of 70 hours, and some of it could be comprised of attendant care. Some of it could be comprised of companion care. It just really depends upon their needs and their diagnosis, whether they can even handle companion care, because companion care does not do ADLs, it only does IADLs. Excuse me. Yep, that's right. I'm starting to get confused on them. So to see what a companion schedule looks like, let's go over here to view general schedule. And that was the wrong one. So companion, view schedule. And you can see where we've changed their Saturday and Sunday schedule, 12 to 5, 5 hours for the 10 hours for companion care. Companions populated up here. But what I want you to pay attention to, this field no longer states ADLs, IADLs. It just states IADLs because a companion only assists with IADLs. So we'll go back and let's say we need to do respite. So we're going to hit a plus sign. I'm going to come back and do respite. And where do you put that 480? Come over here to respite and there's a little question mark to give you a reminder. Please populate the total amount of respite hours on the Sunday overnight field. So let's go back over here, Sunday, overnight, and let's make sure we got respite here. And we're going to put 480. And gosh, this jumping around is killing me, but I'll fix it. So Sunday overnight, 480. Come back over here to comments. And we're just going to choose that first one. Plan submission for respite hours to be used as needed. So now let's view that general schedule for respite. Make sure respite's connected this time. And you'll see down here, plan submission for respite hours to be used as needed, 480 hours. And we'll go back. So that is the general schedule for respite hours. So let's go back and let's pretend like this individual is 18 years old. They are obviously now their attendant hours need to go through EPSDT. So in lieu of a general schedule, you're going to do a 7A, just as we did with CCC Plus people. So we'll go over to Plan of Care 97AB and 7A. And we'll hit an add button, and this is going to be for attendant hours, and whatever her plan of care year was, I don't even remember now, so let's just put something in here. It'll automatically populate, ready to submit. Reason for change, reauthorization. Excuse me. And now we go over to the right side of the screen, DD waiver under 21, EPSDT, 7A, time required each day. Bathing requires 0.5. Dressing requires 0.5. And just going forward, maybe in this plan of care, we have some supervision for the DD waiver. Just complete whatever you need to complete following the DMS 7A or EPSDT rules, and your total weekly time populates. You capture signatures, And you can even come up here and hit view 7A, and you'll see it populated on the 7A form that you're used to seeing. So that is that. Go back to home, and there you go. So that's how you would generate a plan of care for a DD waiver. And again, the Part 5 is a part of that, and Jennifer will go over that with you.